Hello there. So let me close out of this. So I was on my laptop. So that's when I was like, I'm here, I was on my laptop. So we can't do this on my laptop. And guess what? My notes are on my phone. So now I'm using my phone to do this live. So now I have to figure out how to get to my notes. So hold on one second.
Oh, you're fine. I didn't realize there were effects on this thing.
Oh, I see. Let me see.
Lighting.
No. So did you set it up this time to where are we?
Oh. Yeah, it's just you and me.
Just me, you, oh,
just
baby.
Me and you. Hey. That was the shit. Oh, wow.
Just the two. Oh, what is it? Oh, that's nice. Oh, let me open my notes because I want to. I mean, that's true. You do look like a mannequin. It's nice though. It's nice mannequin. Nice mannequin.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
On fire? Oh no.
Okay.
All right. Let me see. Now I gotta move my.
Is there an adult one on here? So just no grown-up ones? None? That's how that is?
Like, listen, what did you click on?
The little,
I don't know.
Flash, the little wand, magic wand looking thing. Ooh. Oh no.
I don't have it. I don't think I get that option. That sucks. I don't want to be in FOMO. I want to experience it. All right.
Anything, girl. Crazy. I'm not fucking starting.
So I'm gonna be looking over to the side because this is where notes are.
There we go.
Oh,
we'll rock with that.
You good, girl? You good over there?
Yeah, I'm good. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's get it. Because you're going to edit all that out, right?
So.
Look, you know I'm here for it. Like, listen.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't find the cute one. How y'all doing? Welcome
Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Unpacking Our Shit with Fee and K. I am Fee.
I am K Jr. Cheers.
Well, is that a beer? What's that? Root beer? What we doing? What we doing?
Palmer's, Arizona.
Oh.
Palmer's. Lemonade.
I don't think I've ever seen them in a small can like that. I've always saw them in the tall cans.
Yeah, they got a little short case on here. This cute. I can't do beer. It fucks my stomach up. And it tastes awful. I don't know. Anyway, what we talking about today?
Today we are talking about emotional maturity. Because shit, it's fucking necessary.
It is. And it's something a lot of people lack. And I think it's something that we as a community are really stepping into. And I appreciate that. And I just want us to keep going. But there's there's certain like little roadblocks that, kind of prevent us from, taking those steps forward. We're going to, discuss all that. But Fee, go ahead. Why don't you start us off?
So yes, we're going to talk about emotional maturity because I am learning on this journey of becoming, learning a lot about myself, learning a lot about other people, and really looking at how relationships thrive and why relationships don't last, and just going into all of that. I keep coming back to really emotional immaturity, but I'm trying to put a, positive spin on it, because it means the same thing. It's to really talk about us having the ability to recognize and to regulate our emotions so that we can effectively communicate. That's just it, period. So I'm not going to say like I'm the best communicator, but I will say that I am aware that not only is communication important, because it's that cliche about what's that cliche that we always saying about communication. See, it's so cliche now I can't even remember it.
There's so
But about
many.
relationship,
It's like flipping the
about
world.
the
Which one?
communication.
There's a lot.
Communication is key, or something about or something relationships, like all
Oh, I
these
remember.
cliches.
Communication heals the nation. I don't know. I feel old saying that shit. That sounds like some
That
80s
sound old. I don't even know that one.
shit.
So that was before my
Yep.
time, and you younger than me. Oh my God. But we say communication is key, and it is, and it's not as easy to effectively communicate. So I want to talk about emotional maturity, because I'm finding that a lot of people, not only do they have ineffective, I don't even know if it's ineffective or ineffective. I don't know the correct term. Is it ineffective?
It's ineffective. Yeah.
Ineffective communication. But I don't think people realize that there's a such thing as emotional maturity or emotional intelligence, which we can't get into that because I don't have enough notes for that. But just to talk about that so that we can get on the path to being aware of our emotions, for one, and just having healthy talks about it. And that's the thing we don't want to talk about. A lot of us don't want to talk about stuff. That's a whole nother issue. So I wanted to say what emotional immaturity looks like before we could talk about emotional maturity. Right? So
Right.
I'm looking off to the side, like I said, because my notes are on my laptop, which is sitting over here. So that's what I'm doing. But I tend to look off anyway when I talk. It's just like, oh, fairy, airy, fairy. But in this instance, I'm looking over at my laptop. But so what emotional immaturity looks like, it's like tantrums, being petty, like doing tit for tat stuff. And this is not for kids. I'm talking about in adults.
Woo.
So tantrums, tit for tat, shutting down or withdrawing.
I'm guilty of that.
Anger resulting in violence. These are just some things. When it's like we all have emotions, all of us. We all have, share like the same emotions, but it's about how we, get that energy out, how we express those emotions, which tells us, well, that defines whether or not we are emotionally mature or emotionally immature. And I know sometimes we probably can teeter back and forth. Not everybody is, saying 100% all the time, but we do want to get to a point where most of the time we are handling our emotions in a healthy way. Do you know what I mean? So we already know, like, anger resulting in violence is some doggone feelings and emotions there, and these people are just feeling like for instance, when I had another like I was on another like podcast, and we were talking about the killings with the Asians.
Yeah.
So in Atlanta, see, I hadn't heard about it. I just heard that something went on in Atlanta, but I didn't know what actually happened.
That was wild.
So she said that one of the officers or the police chief or something said that the killer was having a bad day or something.
Yeah, just
and we're just like,
white people excusing each other's bullshit,
again,
excusing their own bullshit.
you know what I'm saying?
Some bullshit.
While we sit up here trying to regulate our emotions and trying to find effective ways. So it's just like, oh, do you know how many people many times we get mad?
He shot 8 people, he killed 6. Because this motherfucker had a bad day. Fuck him.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. So that's what I'm saying. That's emotional
He looks
immaturity.
like the poster child for ignorance.
For sure. Yeah. So just basically to acknowledge that we all have bad days, all right? But We can't just be out here just doing
That's
little reckless
like,
shit. You know what I mean? And that's
yeah, that's
extreme.
so
You know,
it's
that's extreme, but it
extreme.
happens. You know what I'm saying? It's happening. But it's the thing to acknowledge that.
You know,
Yeah, it's
people just,
happening.
I get what you're saying though. Like people justifying fucked up behavior
Behavior,
because, oh,
absolutely.
and you know what? It can be, you know, other things. It can be, oh, I just had a bad day, or you know, some fuck shit. It could be, oh, I had this happen to me. Oh, I'm just, you know, like this, so that's just how that is. You know, it's like
Listen,
all these
I was
excuses people make
abused
for
as a
their bad
child.
behavior.
My father beat me. My mother used to beat me. And that's what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, like for real, a lot of us show up like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So we get in these relationships with people, and we all are carrying some form of baggage. It just depends on the amount of baggage and the size of baggage, because we're
Exactly.
not all absorbed the baggage. Because we're all gonna, even if those that are doing the work and then we're healing, we are not always we're not all going to be totally healed ever. It's just about how we're lightening the load of the baggage for
Well,
the
I don't
most
know
part.
if we can be, you know, totally. I don't know. Is that possible to be totally healed? I mean, I think I would like to think that there is. I would like to think that there is a place that you could get
I don't think so.
to
I
where
don't
you,
think it
you
is.
know, well, maybe not, you know, because
I don't
everything's
think so.
never going to be perfect, but maybe it's just a place where it doesn't hurt anymore.
Right. I think
You know?
that I just listen. I just listen to a podcast because that's all I do. God damn it, that's all I do is
Because
read,
podcasts are
listen to
great.
podcast, listen to podcasts. Um, where this psychologist, with therapist, she was saying that she pretty much thinks that healing, when you're aware,
Mm-hmm.
like awareness is pretty much like healing once you're aware, because so many people aren't aware
Mm-hmm.
that they even need to heal, should heal. So she pretty much just agreed that she doesn't believe that anyone could totally just heal, but we could just be in a constant state of, moving forward and being aware that there's work to be done,
Yeah,
if that
that
makes
there's
sense.
mad work to be done, and
So
that
to recognize that.
it's a continuing thing. It doesn't. I think maybe that's what it is. It's that it's not that, you know, you're never gonna be totally healed. It says that the work never stops, but the
Never.
work does get easier in a sense. I want to
It
say.
does. I agree.
I mean,
Yep.
the work is still hard. It just gets easier to do the hard shit.
Right, because you've done the work and you can recognize it. So now, instead of when you're feeling the anger when somebody comes to you and they say some dumb shit, you're just like, instead of popping off, oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay, yeah, great. Yeah, just turn off on me because I don't need my notes. I don't. All right. Instead of just popping off on this person like, oh, shut the,
Mm-hmm.
since you've been doing work and you recognize like, oh, I need to regulate my emotions. Because a lot, for real, a lot of us don't know how to regulate our emotions. And that's being
Yeah.
honest.
But we never been taught because, you know, we weren't taught to regulate our emotions. We were taught to hide our emotions. We were taught
Right.
to, you know, keep our emotions bottled up, which is the worst, you know, I guess tradition that, you know, the Black community has, is just bottling
Yeah.
shit up and, you know,
We
letting it build and build. And then it
listen.
bursts, and then
Yeah.
that burst causes so much
So much
more
stuff.
damage had you know what I'm saying?
But we don't know
And
that.
it's all unnecessary.
We're just like, no, don't, no crying, no getting
Oh,
mad.
none.
We ain't talking about the crying stuff. Usually, that's a lot said for boys. Like a lot of men,
Oh no, it's
well,
said for
boys are
it's
taught
said
that too.
for girls too.
No, it's definitely said for women, because it was said for me. I definitely was taught
Oh yeah.
not to
I
cry
think, you know what, I
at
think when it
all.
comes to that, I think, you know, men and women both, we were, I just think that's something that men, you know, or women can share, you know, is that we were all taught to, you know, not cry, like toughen up, don't be, you know, crying over and shit like that, you know. I can't tell you
Buck
how many
up.
times my mother, you know, hid her crying from me
Yeah.
or from us, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like they were
Yeah. I don't.
never
Yeah.
they were never comfortable. I don't know, something about our parents not wanting to show us that type of emotion because they didn't want to seem weak. You know what I'm saying? Because their
That's
parents are always
absolutely it.
supposed to know what they're doing. They're all supposed to have everything under control. And I guess,
They know the answers. They
you
don't
know what
have
I'm
any
saying?
emotions. They don't feel anything. So they have to show up as
And
the
see, that's the fucked up thing. They do. They do. They
superheroes.
feel all that shit. It's like they
Hmm.
deny themselves feeling that. They did, you know what I mean? They deny themselves those feelings all the time, and it just builds up so much frustration and like bitterness within themselves, and they don't even recognize it because they just been trained to do that. They've been,
right, because they didn't have a healthy space to
right.
release that. So when
But
you don't have no
yeah,
healthy space
it's
to
not
release
okay
things,
to,
then we kind of
let shit go.
we do shit in private. We do shit behind closed doors. We cry inside the pillows so we can act like, so no one will hear us.
Suffering
So
in
we need to
silence.
regulate. We need to regulate our emotions. And once we regulate our emotions, like you said, a lot of things get easier. So you're able to process it. So you can sit there and just be like, okay, why am I feeling this? Because I had to do that a lot lately over these past 5 months, I would say. Really, I want to, not even with the Rona. So I was going to say maybe being in the house and being impacted with Rona. No, it's mainly these past 5 months after this sudden breakup that I had, the whole little ghosting thingy. Only reason I'm talking about it so much this week is because it's the theme for this week as far as my brand goes. But I don't want it to look as if I'm talking about it because it's like triggering in some way. It's more so because of my brand is to like share stories of what I've gone through to show how I'm getting through it. So that's the purpose of me talking about it. But these past 5 months, I had to really regulate my emotions and ask myself, like, why am I feeling it? Why is that making me angry? Why am I sad about that? Why do I have anxiety about this? Because I really started to pay attention to myself and my body and certain things, and getting to know new people, trying to be out here, trying to date. You see what I'm saying? It's like, why is that making me feel a certain way? Should I care? Do I care? So once I started asking myself certain questions, it really calmed me down. I didn't really get into my head, because what happens is also when we don't regulate our emotions, it triggers, of course, certain behaviors. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that shit can be wrong. What we're thinking, why we're thinking, it can be totally wrong. It can be, you know what I mean? So where it's like, okay, oh my God, I text him. He took 5 minutes to text me back. He usually takes 2. What can be happening? Oh my God, he doesn't like me.
Patience.
All of that stuff. So just, I mean, I'm using that as just as like a really minor example, but it can be legit with those who have certain like quote unquote triggers and have trouble regulating their emotions. So that's why I want to talk about that. And that's what I've been doing, is saying like, girl, people got lives. Ain't nobody studying you. You know what I'm saying? Just be chill. Go on and handle your business. Do something productive. Do something in your business. Work out. Read. You said what?
I said find something to do.
Find something to do. And then guess what? Or anything, you know what I'm saying? So, and again, that's just an example. That's, you know what I'm saying, of what I'm doing as far as regulating my emotions. Because I noticed that since I'm in my head so much, I am an air sign. I am a Gemini. I'm always thinking. I'm always analyzing stuff. And that's exhausting. Just let shit be what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Don't overthink
oh my God.
All the overthinking.
It's
Virgos
so,
do that too. You and Virgos, y'all be
too,
overthinking all the time.
it's too much. It's too much. So what I have, and so that's what I said, what emotional immaturity looks like, and some ways to help become more emotionally mature. I said stuff like, I have things on my list like first accept the fact that there's room for growth, that you realize like, hey, I'm probably not handling this situation the best, or I'm in my head too much. Just recognize that that's what it is, and accept like constructive criticism. Do you know what I'm saying? Accept that somebody can come to you saying, hey, you always getting mad over, why you getting mad? Because I know impatience is a big thing, but you'd be surprised. People get mad at the littlest stuff. And you like, and I'm always the one that want to go deeper, like, why is that person mad about that? But I've always been that way. I think I should.
Hello. Are you back? Yes. Sorry.
But I really think that see, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, 2 phone calls.
Day after you, they try to get a hold of you.
I sent a message saying I'll call you right back. Again, lost my train of thought.
You're coming back, talking to you, overanalyzing. You have to stop overanalyzing, overthinking things.
Yep.
Patience.
Oh, I was talking about impatience, but I was saying that for the most part, I've always been. Oh, I said I should have been a therapist. That's what I was saying, a psychologist. I would think that I would have been a therapist, a psychologist. I think I've mentioned this before, because I'm so infatuated with human behavior and why people do the things they do, and that I people watch. So, and because I have a keen sense of intuition, and I'm big on energy, and I really can feel energy and can feel what people are saying even when they're not saying it. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm finding that I'm always like, why is this person doing this? Why are they acting this way? Why are they so angry? What is going on? So just recognizing that if someone comes to you and say, hey, I noticed that you was a little irritated by that. What, what's going on? As opposed to being like, oh, ain't nothing wrong. I ain't nothing wrong. I don't need to. I don't have anything going on. Because I'm running into people, and I know that you're younger than I am, but still within 5 to 10 years of our age range. So many people who don't realize that they need to heal, or that they have issues or need to work on stuff. And that blows my mind because it's so blatant to me. It's like they got on a red pantsuit. Like, you can't see this bright red pantsuit.
Marked.
You can't see this. Oh no, I don't need to heal. No, that person this.
And some people don't. They recognize it, and they're too scared to. Sometimes it's not about just not wanting to. They don't want to because they're afraid to. Because sometimes that's some scary shit people have to deal with.
And what I'm learning is that I can't heal nobody. I can't fix nobody.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? That's initially what I would do. But I can't. I usually, in my nature, but I don't come off on people like, you need to heal. You need to heal. That's not what I do. I just speak the way that I speak and say, oh, okay, that sounds like that you need to go deeper. You need to go deeper.
Let's investigate this. Let's unpack that. Let's unpack why you feel like that.
Yeah. When you get around people who are blaming other folks for things, and I'm running into that a lot lately. And it's this one individual, and I'm like, oh my God, you really believe that? Like, you didn't have any role in that?
Yeah.
No, how is that my fault? How was such and such? She did this. And I said, okay, but what happened? Like, what role did you play in it? What you mean, what role I played in it? Oh my God. So if you want to, and then this person is really angry, and this person really is distrustful of folks, doesn't trust anybody, and I'm like, you don't see this as a problem? Like, how are you going to get the love that you want? You say you want a relationship, want to be married, but you're guarded. How you don't want to even let anybody in? So everything is trust people to a point. I understand having like,
you can't trust everybody.
You can't. I'm not saying to trust everybody at all. And I do understand. See, I guess that's something I need to work on too, because I know that I can be too trusting of people. So I have like this naive mindset for the most part. So I'm always just like, oh my God, this person, this, and people are like wonderful. everybody the benefit of the doubt until you give me a reason not to trust. So I trust everyone for the most part. I trust everyone until you give me a reason not to. That's just how I operate. So some things I know that it's like, I know that I do have like rose-colored glasses on, and I'm learning that.
I used to be like that, and then I'm more now into, I just don't trust none of y'all until I have a reason to trust you. Like I'm the opposite.
So you do the opposite.
I don't trust nobody at this point until I see that you're trustworthy. And I don't trust nobody. I trust Jesus. I trust the Lord. I have always got trust in my Lord. I got trust in none of these man niggas and women. I don't trust nobody in this motherfucker except the people I birthed
niggas
and the person I married. That's it. And my family, you know, the people I share a room with. You know what I mean? The people that share, you know.
So you automatically trust them because you shared a room with them?
Huh?
You automatically trust those people because they're your family?
Oh no, I don't trust always those people either. But I'm just saying the people I do trust are usually closer to me. I have a hard time trusting new people. You know? I'm not saying it's not good to meet new people. I just don't, I'm not as trusting of people anymore at all. And I'm not, okay, yeah, I was about to lie. I was about to lie on myself, saying it's not like I'm distrustful, but I am very distrustful.
I was about to say,
let me stop lying. I don't trust nobody.
See?
And maybe, you know, that's something I need to, you know, to work on and not be, you know, guarded or whatever. Because I don't think I come off as guarded, but I'm always aware of what I share now versus what I don't share. You know, keeping a lot of thoughts to myself. And then sometimes, you know, not keeping my thoughts to myself. I don't know, because it's like, it's either keeping my thoughts to myself like I was used to doing, or learning to speak up more, but also learning not to speak up too much because you don't want to tell people shit, because people are fucking raggedy, unfortunately.
See, that's what I'm struggling with.
What,
that's a struggle.
It's easy to not trust nobody. Shit, it's easy.
No, see, because I'm opposite, remember? So I usually trust people until you give me a reason not to. But I've been told by like my best friend, she's told me that I talk too much. I share too much. So especially with
oversharing, man.
Especially because of me and my brand. So that's what I do. I share my stories of healing and getting unstuck to help people get through.
But there's still some things you got to keep for yourself.
And that's what she's saying. She's saying that I should, certain things that I shouldn't tell people. And I'm just like, what fucking things is that? You know what I mean? Like, what is it that
motivations and personal agendas are real funky and nasty? You know what I mean? I think people need to come to understand that there's just people who are just bad people, who are just having, you know, ill intentions for people. You know what I'm saying? That don't mind.
And I agree with that.
People that don't mind, you know, just being a fucked up person to get what they want, or to get the result that they want or desire. You know what I'm saying?
So maybe I need to like
shit to, you know what I mean? So it's like, no, you can't, you really do got to keep some shit for yourself, because you can't.
And I don't feel like I tell everything. People, the thing is, because that's my platform and that I am vulnerable and open, people assume that they know everything about me, but they don't. You assume that you do, but you don't. Nobody knows me completely. Nobody. And that is by design. So that's why it boggles my mind when she says things like, oh, you share too much. And then this last person that I'm talking to, like, not dating, but you already know. It's like, this I know. So this guy that I know, he said the same thing, that I share too much, and that the next go around, like when I start talking to someone that I'm having interest in, or it's like a potential mate, that I should scale back some. But I just feel like I don't think I should have to babysit people's feelings. I don't really think that. It's like, if I'm telling you stuff that I've gone through, I can't change that stuff. So what am I scaling back on? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so you can't handle the shit that I'm telling you that I've gone through. So I'm not supposed to tell you that, and then you find out about it. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's, you know, I don't think that should be something that I was like, oh, oversharing, because the shit already fucking happened. You gonna see like a blog, you see a video. I've been sharing my story and all this stuff for like almost 10 years because it helped me heal. So you telling me I can't come to you and tell you whatever it is, because I never know specifically what it is that kind of, you know, make people like, oh, or I don't fucking know. You see what I'm saying? But I just feel like I shouldn't have to stop being me or telling you what's helped me, the
No,
things
no,
that hurt me and I'm healing from, and you're telling
you
me,
shouldn't.
you know, I don't know.
You shouldn't have to. It's not out. You shouldn't have to, like, not be yourself or anything like that. It's just, you know what it is. It's sharing their energy. You know how they say you can't share your energy with everybody. You know what I'm saying? You still sometimes sharing information is sharing your part of your energy too.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
you really, really do have to keep that guarded. And I know people say that a lot, but it's fucking true. You know what I'm saying? It's true. And it's unfortunate, but until that changes, that's what we got to do.
Yeah, so
Until we
that
all,
makes it so.
finish, working on um, changing how we do things, unlearning different shit, and it's gonna take a lot, but until we get to that point, it is safer for yourself because you gotta protect yourself. You do.
But that's the
And
thing. I
it's
don't know what not to share then. Like, what is it that I'm sharing that people feel like, oh, it's too much?
I don't know. See, that's a personal thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had different things and incidents that have happened to me that I just don't wanna. I don't want to have to share because that's just reliving that trauma. You know what I'm saying? So that's some stuff that I'm just, keep to myself because I'm not trying to relive that.
Right. See, that's you choosing to not share it.
Right. So I can't tell
So
you what to not share. You know what I'm saying? I can't. I can't
exactly.
tell you what
I'm
not
just
to share. Because, you know what I'm saying?
right.
So
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm already not sharing the things that I don't want to share. But I'm trying to figure out what are the things that my best friend feels like, oh, you share too much.
you gotta ask her. See, that I don't know. That would you would have to say. You would have to ask
Like,
her.
what shouldn't I say? Oh, I was in an abusive relationship. Oh, I was like, what is it that specific? So I don't know. So it's making me, kind of question some things, because then I was telling the guy that, because I'm gonna say what it is at this point. What usually keeps coming up, because now I think I kind of know. So there's an issue because I have two male friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's all I got to say for the most part. So I have two male friends that, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And we know how that whole dynamic is about having best friends of the opposite sex. So
Right.
it's usually the people feel a way about these two male friends. And I'm just like, what am I supposed to? Usually they don't want me to talk to the male friends anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They want me to kind of like 86 the male friends. So
Why?
I'm just I don't know. That's why I said I think it's more so it's not a me thing. So even when my best friend's saying you share too much, don't tell them that you have male friends. I don't fucking know. But it's usually
See,
always around
that's
these
silly.
male
If you
friends.
can't handle somebody having male friends, that's just goofy.
No, because I don't think it becomes a trust thing. I don't think they believe that they're actually my friends.
Oh, okay. I
And
see what you're saying.
so it's just like, I guess maybe not lead with that. I don't know. But I always,
That's a way to put it, to not lead with it.
I,
This is such a complicated topic because it's like the things that everybody has experienced is so vast and so different and so varied. It's like it's hard to say, okay, share this, don't share that. What about this? What about that? You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
And then
which is
and when you do share it with somebody, it's just like what's gonna happen because people are so unfucking predictable. We don't know people for real like
we
that. You know what I mean?
that's my point. So it's like
You know what I'm saying?
I was married, and my ex-husband didn't care about these two male friends whatsoever. It did come up in conversation, like
It was nothing.
there were no insecure anything about it. My last ex, the one that I just recently broke up with, it wasn't an issue. But the boyfriend before him was just like, no, I want you to stop talking to both of them. And then the guy that I'm talking to now, even though we're not, exclusive or dating, it's just he has an opinion. He's just like, yeah, I don't. The one he has one issue with one of the best friend, one of the friends. He's saying
Right.
that he's a boy best, because I call him my boy best friend. He was just like, a man that wants to be serious and wants to be in your life is not going to feel good about you calling another man your best friend. And I'm
That's
like,
some weak ass insecure bullshit. That is such
and I'm just
bullshit.
saying, like, if I get with someone, of course we're going to have a relationship and we're going to grow into being best friends.
Right, you'll spend maybe less time
That
with
shouldn't
that friend, but
encroach.
that means you're not going to stop
Exactly.
being friends.
So that shouldn't encroach on the fact that I've been best friends with this guy for 10 years. So he's just like, you calling him your best friend? And I'm like, because he is. And he was like, well, no strong man is going to accept that. And I was like, I disagree.
Weak shit. I can't stand niggas who talk like that. Ain't no strong man, because you ain't no
Gonna
strong man,
accept
you
that.
goofy motherfucker. I'm sorry. That's
So
stupid shit.
and that's what I'm saying. It's just like, I don't get it. So I disagree. I'm just like, no strong man is going to deal with that. And I'm like, I think the opposite. I think a
What the
strong
fuck does
man
that
will
even
understand.
mean?
What does it mean? So again,
it means he's gonna be jealous. That's what that means.
That's exactly,
Means
that's,
jealousy.
yep. It's me saying again, right. So that's why I'm saying I don't take, that's not a me thing. So my best friend saying like, no, you shouldn't share this stuff. I'm looking like, no, I'm not about to babysit or pussyfoot around somebody's feelings. Like, I'm not being
Yeah.
disrespectful or anything. I'm not saying that I'm messing around with these guys. I'm saying that these are my friends. They've shown themselves to be loyal. We are friends. So why can't I share? I just don't feel like
He's
I
probably
need to censor
he's
myself.
probably not emotionally mature enough to understand that men and women can be just friends. That's a pure example of not having enough emotional intelligence to understand that a man and a woman can be just friends and not fuck. You know what I'm saying? I got male friends that I've never fucked and won't never fuck. They're not my fucking type, but they cool people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
So this
like,
is what I'm saying. This is why it falls into the
and
emotional
fucking your
maturity.
friends
So
don't
I'm
work
glad we talked about that.
no damn way.
You said what?
I said, fucking your friends don't ever work out no damn way.
Absolutely. That is true.
Shit.
Absolutely, that's true. So yeah, that's how I'm looking at this whole thing. So that's how I see that. And I don't feel like I have to censor myself and not say certain things, because it's like, no, I really believe that an like you said, emotionally mature, and also an emotionally secure person, it's a person that's secure within himself, is going to see things for what it is. You gotta listen to your intuition, tap into your gut and see, like, because some people do be on some bullshit. Now, if you tap, you know what I'm saying, you feel that energy with me and you feel like I'm on some bullshit, then you're entitled to it. But just off the cuff, you're just not going to believe that, because you just feel like men and women cannot be friends. Even though, and it's like he has a whole lot of women friends. That's different. He has a whole lot of female friends. And I give zero damn. But with this, he's just like, nah, with you trying to, be in a relationship, ain't nobody gonna accept that. And see,
No.
with me doing
See,
the
you
work,
throw everybody in there, nigga. You ain't gonna accept
you ain't
that.
gonna accept that. So look, again, if I had not been doing the work and healing, I would internalize that, because that's one of the things that when we do as women, we think like, oh, okay, that makes me not good enough. Oh, he doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Then we trying to alter or
Who you are.
modify. You see what I'm saying? Because it's happened before. Because the boyfriend before that said, stop talking to your friends. Guess what I did? I stopped talking to them. And I'm saying, like, this is not right. This don't feel right. But it was like, because of his insecurities, it's like, nigga, what am I doing this for? But at some point, because I've heard it so much about these same two friends, I'm like, maybe that's why I am single. You know what I'm saying? I really start thinking, because people can't fucking handle it. Maybe I am, you know what I'm saying, too cool with these dudes. And so then when again, fast forward, because I'm going back and forth. But now I'm seeing the commonality is, I think, is more so an insecurity thing.
Yeah.
He's just like, that could be why you're having issues, because no man is going to accept that. But I'm just like, well, no, the last one did accept that. We broke up for something totally different. You know what I think, but yeah, you know what I mean? Just gauging all. It's like, no, people just say what it is. You insecure and you jealous, but that's a trust thing. Nobody wants to say, okay, I'm insecure and I'm jealous. Nobody's going to admit that. So they're going to deflect that and make it seem like it's you. So that's what people are doing with the people that I've run into. Like, no, you got these male friends, and nah, like that don't look right. You spending all day with them, y'all hanging out. It's like, yeah. So, but these are prime examples of emotional immaturity. So thank you. I needed this. Look, I needed this this little discussion here. I needed it.
Right.
Because I don't want to internalize that.
Emotional maturity really boils down to accountability. And you can't have emotional maturity if you don't have or take any accountability.
Right.
So.
Yep. So that's all I have on my notes, besides saying, like, pretty much we're talking about emotions, and that emotions are just simply just feedback. So we just need to see them for what they are. Like, why this has made me feel this way, and dig in deep as to what's triggering you, and just handle it.
Yeah, fix that shit. Again, unpack that shit. But
feel that shit.
Not with me, with a licensed therapist.
Exactly, with a licensed therapist, because all we doing is sharing our experiences. We're not licensed therapists. We just
no, we are not. We're
just intuitive. We're just intuitive at this point.
So we'll get there, but not right now. So listen. Don't say I said shit.
Exactly.
That sounds so ugly.
Emotions just what? You ain't
say
shit.
I said nothing.
So ugly. Don't say I said shit. Don't quote me, boy, because I ain't said shit.
Okay. That's listen, we do care about y'all. We love y'all. Don't mind us. We love y'all very much. We appreciate y'all stopping by every week.
We do.
Watching us talk about how to sort some shit out and unpack some of this shit.
Unpack some stuff.
Next week we continuing this discussion on emotional maturity.
Yes, right? I think we can. I think we should. I think
we should.
Yes, because then we're gonna break down the relationships that show that there was emotionally immature.
I think we have stumbled upon something.
We have. Show some examples of emotional immaturity.
Yes.
And what that looks like and how to handle it.
How to handle it should probably be what we talk about next week, is how to handle that, because sometimes dealing with someone else's emotional immaturity, you kind of stoop into that emotional immaturity and just kind of meet them where they are, and that'll get you fucked up.
Listen.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Because I need answers too. You see, I came on here. This is a for real life situation, because that's what we do. That's exactly what's going on with me, like, currently. And I'm just like, and we go back and forth. I'm like, no, this is not a me thing. This is a you need to get your life together. So this is me, how I'm handling it. So we're gonna be open to that. Or come back with your suggestions on how to handle it.
Yes.
Next week. Yay! All right.
We'll see y'all next week, Sunday at noon. You will see this Sunday at noon, and then join us next Sunday at noon for how to deal with these emotionally immature motherfuckers. Thank y'all for joining us for another episode of Unpacking All Shit with
Thank you for coming out, and God bless you. Good night. With Fee and K Jr.
Hey.
Fee and K.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey. Oh, we need a theme song. I gotta talk to somebody. Oh, speaking of talking to somebody down here, Lido, go check out some music from him. Is a new artist. Pretty good. I'll put a link down there. And I'll put some more, music links. You know what? I got a lot of,
thank you,
folks around doing music. So I'll also be posting that too, because music can be a great healer too. Music can be
music is healing. Music is my love language. So please send it to me. I'm serious.
I'm gonna start posting that to the page, y'all. Also keep an eye on that, okay?
So are we still recording, like, for everybody, or you gonna cut this?
No, I want to keep this. We still talking to people. I want to let the people know there's gonna be,
Oh,
music on the page.
okay.
So,
I thought that
check
was like
out the
conversation for me.
music.
Okay, I feel you. All
Mood
right, y'all.
music. Oh, I gotta call it a mood music playlist.
I like it. Do it.
Bam. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Cheers.
Bye.
Stay black.
I love that. Stay black. I love it.